If you ever interested, you guys can DM me. You guys can comment down below. Interested in thumbnail? Let me know. We can work. You know what I'm saying? But it's a little tough promo. Thumbnails are super important. You want to make sure that thumbnails are on point. The titles.
Using improper language or gestures, entering the court without in play. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to rejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations of these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff member. During our next birthday, we will be joined on the giveaway. The first 5,000 fans through the gate will get their very own team calendar. Bring your family and friends.
We hope to see you again at another Celtics game. Visit us online or the ticket booth or availability of the
There's an air of anticipation in the building, and especially for this young man, MP, playing for the first time on his home floor. A special moment for sure. And it's our favorite day of the year at 2K Sports. At long last, it's time to roll the ball out there and get the new season of NBA basketball underway. With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson, Allie LaForce, our reporter. Here are the five for Philadelphia. Tyrese Maxey is out there with Quentin Grimes. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then it's Trendon Watford. And it's George in at the small forward position. And for Boston, their backcourt, Pritchard and White. At the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. And it's Queta in at the center position. Tip-off goes to Philadelphia. And these teams have been prepping for this season tip-off game for months, Grant.
I said that's why the
And
white
for the
man.
players, the main
So I'm a white
feeling
man.
on
I'm the
opening
devil.
night is relief. You know, being all that hard work during the offseason and preseason is finally over. And now it's time to have some fun.
Now here's White. Outside, Brown.
No, he picked it up on the home.
Pritchard, the pass to Tatum. Shot clock at 6. The shot no good. Good D by Watford. For the latest news on MP, let's hear from Allie LaForce on our sideline.
Well, tonight marks MP's debut coming off the bench.
And why'd you go? So it's a real definition. That's what you said. They do change the rules. Gotcha. So last night when he came out.
So it's Boston now. It's a 5-point game. The three from Washington. Counted from distance. A night of first here for MP. The rookie will be making his NBA debut here. It's been a journey from rural Vermont to reach this moment.
Yeah, MP has a pretty interesting backstory on how he started getting into basketball and improved this game. He's the kind of player who seemed like a dart throw when he made the roster, but you can see what the upside is with him. So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Here's Maxey. Boston pulls it in.
At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
To the paint. Lets it fly. The bank shot, no good. Philadelphia leading by 4. Here's Edgecombe. No points so far. Pass to Embiid. Oh, it's blocked by Washington. Pass break. Here come the Celtics. Here's Minot. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. And here is Maxey. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, thanks. The Celtics this summer trading Drew Holiday for Anthony Simons, a player almost a decade younger. Simons' deep threat capability is definitely a fit for the way the Boston Celtics like to play, especially now moving forward. If he can fit in defensively, he could be a long-term contributor, guys.
He's more than capable. Okay, Sean, thank you. Shireman checked in for Brown. 3 on the clock. Philadelphia needs to get off a shot. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
You're trying to contest Embiid, and there often leads to the foul.
Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, big man that makes their free throws. Bravo.
Celtics trail by 5. On the wing, MP. To the middle. Out to Simons. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
This close in, Simons is consistent. The defense really can't allow him to find that look.
Outside Oubre. Pass to Embiid. And count the basket. He was fouled. And
It's too risky. That case was dismissed twice, and there's hardly much of it. So many real relationships.
And Tatum's got the ball here for the Celtics. They trail by 9. We've got Jason Tatum, Washington out there with Anthony Simons, and it's Walsh in at the 2-guard spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Washington's shot is good.
Every team wants bigs who can knock it down from distance. Yes, sir.
McCain against Simons. Pass to Edgecombe. Oh, it's blocked by Washington. And there's going to be and they stop the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
Foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their...
And my dad suggested I should let my brother live there and get myself a new apartment.
And so it's Philadelphia liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Because my brother makes less money and he can afford my place and I can find something better. Like this type of daily behavior. But I don't want a bigger apartment. I have no plans to have a family or a partner where I would need anything more than a one-bedroom.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it up. Does this game remind you of anything?
Yeah,
Shaq against addiction. This guy comes up with his own fake words all the time.
They are fake, Kenny. You just don't have a degree from Shaq University.
Parents obviously
Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Philadelphia 76ers.
My brother does not pay rent. He used to stay
And
here
that'll
only
do
for
it
a
for
couple
us.
days,
Thanks for
but
stopping by. We'll head back down to...
We have a little edit 2 days later. I did contact my landlord as of today. She hasn't responded yet, but she's nice, so I hope she'll understand
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What else can you say? Joel Embiid, an impressive effort here today.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. We've got Maxey, Paul George out there with Trendon Watford. Then it's Joel Embiid, and it's Grimes in at the 2-guard. Pass to Brown, down low. And Washington powers it through.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you could see on that possession, one side playing with a little depth.
Oh, Embiid with the highlight of the night.
Ooh, that was big time. And a dunk contest finish from Embiid. This guy can fly.
Celtics trail by 13.
Like, he's pretty close in his personal stuff, and he's been clearing out his space in my closet.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. And Embiid with the block. And they'll keep possession. Inside, second chance effort.
You can see why Embiid owns the inside. He's just so physical.
Always had an excuse for not finding a place. He mostly claims the current market makes it near impossible.
There's Tatum with the three. Tatum drills the three.
This is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
This babying and
Embiid, a screen on Brown.
putting in that much effort and always asking for it.
George passes to Grimes. Now here's Embiid. It's stolen by Washington. Here's Tatum. And then Tatum slams it in.
Oh my goodness, Jason Tatum, you've got to be kidding me. How pretty was that?
Philadelphia leading by 8. Pass to Watford. Here's Embiid. He's guarded by Washington. Outside Maxey. Good. And the assist to Embiid.
It's really unfair.
Embiid's got his third assist of the night.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. The 76ers have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Outside Grimes. To the inside. Oh, it's blocked by Washington. Maxey against Pritchard. Tatum passes to Washington. Joel Embiid with the board. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Pass to Maxey. 4-3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Well, anytime Maxey gets off a 3, that's a good look for this squad.
Washington outside. Tatum, a screen on Embiid. The 3 from Washington. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Yeah, good things happen when Embiid has the ball in his hands. I mean, this guy can do it all.
Brown finds Washington. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
And he gets the bucket. George has got 16 points.
Paul George just so fluid offensively. What a pretty move right there.
Here's Washington, and it's Boston scoring again. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Completely helpless with a misguided sense of entitlement where he sat on the seat.
4 on the clock. The rebound, Celtics.
Boy, if he ever finds his footing, they'll be in even better shape. Right now, his teammates carrying him.
And it's Washington missing. Philadelphia leading by 10. Here's George. Ooh, Washington with the defensive effort.
Yes.
Brown, a screen on Embiid. The 3 from Washington. Drops in the 3. Washington's got 21 points in the game.
Yeah, just doing his part. Staying active and converting at a high rate.
And he has really kept them in this one. The high effort level. Now the rest of the team has got to step up.
Embiid misses.
Boy, I'd like to see him finish that play with more authority.
The kick out to White. MP looking around. There's the triple. And again, Boston with the triple.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
George outside. Maxey attacking. From 17, Embiid missing again.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
Oh, and a great bucket from Tatum, taking the hit.
They closed the gap over the last few possessions, but can they push through and grab the lead?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
To stop the drought, knocks down the triple. Grimes has got 12 points in the game.
Boy, he's been so efficient in this one. That helps your team in so many ways when you can put it in the basket.
Well, injuries a nightmare for the Sixers, Grant. Last season, a league-high 55 different starting lineups.
Yeah, BA, and their lowest win total since 2016. But some silver linings. Jared McCain was on track for Rookie of the Year before he went down, and Quentin Grimes also impressive.
Watford, off target from three-point range.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
Washington outside for the lead. On target from range. Washington's got 30.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Drills it from deep.
Another triple for him. 3 in the second half, 4 total. Keep shooting it.
The three from Washington. And again, Boston with the triple.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
For 3, Maxey. Jaylen Brown with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Washington. Tatum with a screen. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call a timeout here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
They know everything.
And Boston with some changes. Minot checked in for Jason Tatum. Walsh comes in for White. And Simon has subbed in for Pritchard. The 76ers also with a sub. Edgecombe, he's checked in for Grimes. 76ers trail by 4. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Yeah, Embiid can throw it down from anywhere. So much power for the big fella.
To the paint. Here's Washington. And Washington powers it through.
There are no easy comebacks, but they really had to dig deep for this one.
Yeah, to start off with so many mistakes and still now find a way where everything's working, it allows their momentum and confidence to continue to build.
Maxey feeling it out a bit. Shoots over Simons. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Celtics lead by 4. Washington right side. It's stolen by Maxey. Here's Watford. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Watford's got 6.
Man, you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. Here's Washington. And Washington powers it through.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right here. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Here's Embiid. Boston pulls it in. Pass to Washington. Takes it inside. Oh, he goes big with the dunk. Right over Joel Embiid.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Maxey with a screen on Brown. The 3 from Edgecombe. Washington grabs the miss. Washington's got 4 rebounds now. There's a minute 50. Good! Another from 3.
He's got this defense scrambling. Even when they've got 2 guys on him, he finds a way to get to space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. Here's Embiid. Oh, it's blocked by Washington. Inside. And Washington powers it through.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. 76ers trail by 11. Outside Maxey. Pass to Embiid. The fadeaway. Boston pulls it in. Minot's got 4 rebounds now.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass. Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
Boston making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. Philadelphia also making some changes. Drummond's checked in for Embiid. And it's Kelly Oubre in for Watford. Washington outside. Over Drummond. And Boston again with the bucket.
Credit the plays they're calling for him. Getting him right now some good shots.
Philadelphia has gone 4 of 9 from beyond the arc since the break. Down low. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
This guy's a super quick leaper. Oubre doesn't need much time to get off the floor.
Pass to Washington. Tipped. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Now Maxey. 15 points in the game. To the middle. Here's Drummond. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line.
Boy, one thing you can say about Andre Drummond, he is so steady. Statistically, it's the same story every year.
Here's Washington. Good! That's another bucket! And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy. And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. And so it's the Boston Celtics up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And they push the tempo in this one, getting out in transition and making the defense pay. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. This is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. 76ers trail by 8. We've got Washington, Jason Tatum out there with Anthony Simons, and it's Walsh in at the 3. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Here's Edgecombe. Outside Grimes. Shot clock at 5. Off the mark there with a 3.
Part of why they have this lead, they're doing the little things out there.
Back to Washington. Another one goes! Incredible!
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. McCain with it. Now guarded by Simons. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight. There's no doubt. But it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
Boston leading by 8. To the inside. Here's Washington. He's off on that one. Excellent D there from Embiid. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Boston.
Yeah, all game long.
Along for the 76ers, Andre Drummond. 1 shot.
And that one falls for Drummond. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
Pass to Watford. And here's Maxey outside. Here's Drummond. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass getting it done.
With that size and with that strength, it is such a problem trying to keep Andre Drummond off the offensive glass.
White finds Washington. Launches a three. Paul George pulls down the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And the jam by Drummond.
Boy, power play by Andre Drummond. He has made a career out of stress testing the rims.
The three from Washington. And Watford pulls it down. Watford's got 4 rebounds now. Grimes, the pass to Drummond. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
The three from Washington. And again for 3.
And he's now set the team record for most threes in a single game. What a shot he's got.
A lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure the next one's going in. Pass to Tatum from the arc. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. And it's a 7-point Celtic lead.
He's a new man this half, playing with much better intensity and getting results.
Drummond passes to George. Back to Drummond. Maxey on the wing. Oh, missed on the tray.
You know, for this team to win games, he knows he's got to be much more efficient than he's been.
Here's Washington. Tries it from 9. That's in!
Boy, what else is new? This guy's accuracy this quarter has been phenomenal.
76ers trail by 9.
A calm in the storm, and these fans are feeling it.
He's been raining them down from outside, en route to the most triples in a game in franchise history. And Philadelphia making a change here. Embiid's checked in, gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. Coach was seething about the turnovers. He said, I love everything we're doing but the turnovers. They're killing us. Let's clean up that before it sinks us.
Thank you for that, Allie. Maxey fires. Money from 3.
Ooh, the range of Maxey is pretty impressive. He is consistent from beyond the arc.
Brown outside. Washington outside. Puts up the tray. George is there for the rebound. 76ers trail by 6. Now it's Maxey for 3. It's money from deep.
Oh, commanding the ball in big spots. Maxey is so fearless.
Tatum with a screen. MP. Oh, the long ball, no good.
He needs to drive to the rim. The shot just not going.
Outside George. Embiid, a screen on Brown. George! Oh, he missed the jumper. Celtics lead by 3. Outside MP. From downtown. George is there for the rebound. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Outside Embiid. Oh, it's no good. That would have tied it. Here's Washington. Good. He hits again.
Oh, what a performance. Arguably the best in franchise history.
He's tied the franchise mark for most points in a game. The next basket breaks it. Takes a step back. Maxey. Ooh, he leaves no question.
Tyrese Maxey lives for these moments. Loves coming through in the clutch.
MP. He got it again. Sensational.
Never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long time.
big-time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy. And what a moment it is for him and this fan base. Setting the scoring record for a game, he deserves to soak it all in.
So many great players have donned this jersey, but yet it's his name at the top of the list. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
He's able to make it a 2-possession game with some solid work at the line right there.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Outside George. Now Embiid takes a shot. Brown pulls down the board. Washington drives in, and a one-handed slam.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
So we see Boston get the win here. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game, but they overcame every one.
All right, let's send it over to the sidelines to Jennifer Quintana.
MP, you broke the 60-point barrier. You carried your team to victory. How? After all that, do you have the energy to stand here for an interview?
Wow, this feels good. Listen, Coach always says he makes us practice hard so that we got plenty in the tank when it counts. If they told us, hey, play another 48 right now, I promise you, I'd give them another 60-piece like it was warm-up.
You make it look easy. Well done tonight, MP.
Yeah, it was light work. Thank you.
Ryan, back to you.
All right, Jennifer, thanks very much. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. So long, everybody.